live now.
All right, I'm ready.
Weren't we secretly live before?
We were secretly live.
We were, but no one's supposed to know what we talked about in that because that was too much.
It was
too
so
real.
secret that it's. Yeah, I think I can get to it.
Only the people who follow our OnlyFans get to know about that one.
Oh God.
So I will point out, every time we have these dumb ideas, we should get a blank as a joke, other people end up doing it. We should get an OnlyFans for our podcast. Yeah.
No, nobody's listening to our thing enough to do that.
Oh no, I agree. We're not nearly famous enough to
I am making an OnlyFans for our podcast as we podcast. Just deal with it.
Oh. Boy.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
I just write, it's time for Thunk Tanked. And then
time to get tanked. Is tanked? What is tanked?
And,
getting tanked?
No,
I think that's drunk.
Yeah, probably. But that's not what we want to associate with.
Here, we'll do this. This is an animation of a brain. Good. So bam. I tweeted.
So we're technically live right now, right?
We are live.
Yep, we're doing this in public.
That's good.
There's I don't think there's anybody. No, there's 2 viewers. Is that you guys?
No.
I'm not currently one of the viewers, so it might be you.
I can't figure out how to view it.
Cool.
So, I'm on our thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's public. It should be there.
Yep, I'm watching it. All right. They can
now
hear
we have 3
everything
viewers. One of them is us. Good for us.
All right. I should post it somewhere else. I don't know where.
God. All right. My voice is fucking annoying. Oh. Jesus.
No, your words, not mine.
People say we sound alike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also say I sound like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, so whatever.
I think that's the cadence. When you're oh, they say I fucking sound you're upset about it. You got to be fuck you. You got to be more aggressive. If you're more aggressive when they're you sound like Shaggy, you will stop sounding like a stoner from a cartoon. And
it's really angry. God damn it! I don't sound like a cartoon.
I'll make you into a cartoon.
I'll pull off your werewolf head.
What? This is so weird. Okay, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I could be ready. Let's do an episode. Are you guys ready?
All right. Ready for the theme song? I'm gonna mute myself here.
Yeah. Mute your. And then we have to think. You got titles, right?
Yeah, I got a title.
This is a long pause.
Title?
Yeah. We introduce ourselves and we have a title. That happens. Okay. Whatever. Here goes. We're starting the episode. Here goes.
Just be quiet.
Stink, stunk, think, thunk, tank. It's time for Thunk Tank.
Hello, and welcome to Thunk Tanked. My name is Kelvin, and I'm not an actual scientist.
My name's Andreas, and I am Chief Medical Officer.
My name's Eric, and you can follow our OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/thunktanked.
God damn it.
You didn't do that just
It's
now.
real. I made it while we were talking.
So here's the real question. Right before we get into any of our normal format,
Okay.
do we fill it with reward tiers that are terrible puns? Or just use it legitimately?
I don't think there's any possible legitimate use we can have.
It's a
Patreon
page. It's a Patreon on OnlyFans. It's not complicated.
Okay.
That's normal.
That's
Patreon's
totally
a real
legitimate.
thing.
Yeah, of course.
Why didn't we get
These
a
are our
Patreon?
OnlyFans, and they wish to have
These
access.
are our OnlyFans.
They wish to have access to our podcast. I'll tell you what. We will post our podcast link to our OnlyFans subscribers slightly before we tweet it out publicly.
I'm not taking part in any of this. Okay.
You clearly are. You're complicit in this by just being on the podcast. But
What have I done?
you can also like us on MySpace. Interestingly
that's right,
enough.
we do have a
Not super sure how to use
Did I
MySpace.
Post
I didn't
that?
really grow up in the MySpace era, but it's there and it exists.
I need to make sure that I have links up to all of our things, including
Oh,
our
God.
apparently our OnlyFans
And our MySpace.
page and our MySpace page. Yeah,
These
Fantastic.
are important.
cool.
So I've got one quick section to pitch you guys because
Yeah.
it's always on my mind. And
what is always
Well-
on your mind?
I want to pitch a section that is things that sound like facts that aren't facts. As you know, I'm a great lover that limes are just unripe lemons. A fact that sounds like it could be a real thing but isn't. And I've brought a slightly more niche fact that is, did you know that there's a real difference between engineers and train engineers, and it's how you spell the word engineer?
Okay.
Wait,
So
Yeah, yeah,
here's-
train
that
engineers
sounds
are
really
spelled differently.
convincing.
Right?
So-
Exactly.
okay,
It's
okay.
not true, but it
Are you
might
sure?
be.
I just heard and I'm pretty sure it's true.
Yeah, yeah, like that's good. All right.
So it
that's
is
my
a new section. It is a new section, but what I want you to do is from now on intermix it with actual facts that you look up, and just don't say that you're doing it. Don't make it a section. Don't say, okay, here it is. Here's the thing, and then
I just
let
start doing
us
that. Yeah.
let us be like, no, or yeah, okay,
I'll see if I can't get them in groups of 3.
okay.
Ooh.
I like
so
it.
it's, yeah.
Two truths and one lie.
Or 2 lies and 1
Three
truth.
lies just
We don't
for
know.
fun.
Yeah.
Could be all
But
true.
when there's a bunch, it really screws you up.
It
All
does.
right.
I love
So,
it. Let's do it.
I had some real bad ideas this week. I'm just gonna do that great thing where we read them the list
Okay.
because I've got 3. One of them's from before our first episode when we still thought we would be like a think tank that just
never
like an
thought that.
unsanctioned think tank. I was under that impression,
Okay.
which is a red cell that does penetration testing by pretending to be an illegitimate red cell and getting the government to hire them, which is like a second layer deep.
You're going to have to explain some terminology to me here. I don't
So
know
a red cell is in penetration testing is security testing
Uh-huh.
where you attempt to break in,
Yeah.
but you're sanctioned by the company that you're breaking, company or organization.
I
you're
did not
breaking
know
in.
that's what that was called. You said red cell, and I'm like, are we doing
Red
biogenetics?
Cell is specifically the division, I think, of the SEAL team that does that for the government. It's not a generic term for that sort of activity.
Isn't. It's also used by some private security companies. So I
is it?
assumed
I
it
didn't-
was,
Maybe
but
they were
that
doing-
might have been marketing.
might have been some marketing. Yeah.
Damn. So the idea is you're a legitimate security testing firm,
Okay.
and maybe the government or company hires you, and you go, great, cool, blah, and then like what you need to do is basically get them to not hire you anymore, but have the contract still be active. I don't really know how. But then you pretend to be an illegitimate security testing firm and have them hire them. And that's you testing their security system so that your illegitimate company then comes in and gains access because they're sanctioned to test security, even though they're completely unqualified. And
So your penetration method is pretend to be a security auditing firm or something.
Yeah.
And get hired additionally, in addition to being hired the first time to test security.
it's a little rough, mainly because it works better if you're a government organization.
That doesn't like
Because
check
we're
that
getting
other
paid.
divisions of the organization are doing the exact same thing.
Yeah,
So you do get paid twice
that's
if
true.
they don't catch you the second time.
I've got a
In
great
fact, you could
third
be
layer
two
here.
completely separate businesses.
A great third layer is that you're also actual robbers.
Oh yeah,
Right,
if you also
so-
take it and sell it to North Korea, then you're like triple dipping.
I will point out, you could just be normal robbers and pretend to be a security testing place.
Yeah, but that doesn't
You
sound
play-
as that's not very on brand for
That's
Thunk
just
Tank.
crime.
That's just crime.
Yeah,
Somewhere in my ideas list, I wrote down train crime.
That's right.
I don't know quite how that works, but I don't think we're like just do crimes level of ideas yet.
Yeah.
Well, I have one that's pretty similar on that level, which is boneless chicken wings are just chicken nuggets.
That's just a fact. Nobody
Yeah.
disputes
No,
that.
we're not disputing that.
They're different shapes.
So
Well,
what?
so are dinosaur
Yeah.
nuggets, but they're still chicken nuggets.
Still chicken nuggets, yeah.
And the last is a business.
Okay.
We buy cheap cars.
Mm-hmm.
Real bad cars. They have
Okay.
to run, but like garbage, right?
Okay.
Slap a coat of paint on them, preferably like matte black primer,
Cheap paint.
right?
Okay.
And then you put like an Arduino in there and a bunch of toggle switches and levers and stuff, some of which do actually affect things, most of which don't. Some of the ones can just activate lights and stuff.
Lights. I like, yeah, you gotta have lights that come
And then
on.
you sell it like it's some sort of crazy street racing car, right?
Right. Like you have a
Right.
switch that's like turbo, NOS, and stuff. They don't do
Right, right.
anything.
But here's the thing, like whenever anything goes wrong with it while you're test driving it, you give them a complex instruction to follow. Right? Oh,
Right.
you gotta pump that lever until the gauge goes up there, and then you're gonna hit those 3 switches and press the button. And that's what it's just so finely tuned. You're gonna get used to the gas pedal, but
You'll
until
get it
then,
You
you
eventually.
adjust the carburetor manually or
Yeah.
it'll fuck up.
right?
Yeah.
Like you techno babble it.
You have to get
Yeah,
the
okay.
feel of
Sell
it.
these cars.
You gotta get the feel, right? You gotta get the feel of
Right,
this
it's-
car.
Yeah.
Once you
Of
do,
course.
It's all
man,
about heart and family.
it's gonna have some kick to it once you get the feel of it.
Oh yeah, once you learn how to properly
You gotta
adjust the oxygen flow.
You gotta
through the
become
fuel,
one with
you
the
know.
car.
God,
Yeah, those O2 levels are real sensitive. You got to keep them right on.
Yeah, fuck. You guys understand exactly what I'm saying. I love it.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but it seems like way more work than you actually need to do. Like just slap some goddamn chrome bullshit on there and people will buy it because they're dumb. That's the market.
So here's my problem. What I've got is a 2007 Chevy Impala with 200,000 miles on it that has a slipping transmission or possibly serious engine hesitation, as well as a whole bunch of other fun little shit. So what I want is, so that means when you press on the gas pedal, it doesn't accelerate sometimes until suddenly it does. And so
Okay.
and you're rolling forward and you press a little more and you're going the same speed. Doesn't change. Suddenly, boom, you're going. And this happens to my hair, which is very annoying. And and also like it's slightly shitty in every way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
So what that is very simply one.
It's a
You know-
racer. It doesn't do good at low speeds.
Yeah, you got to get it up to speed, and you're not. You got to be manually clutching or something. It's an automatic with manual clutching.
Right.
It's
Just
for the
install a
precision.
third pedal. No one will notice.
Yeah, like fucking. Well, maybe a lever. I feel like a lever is more like you get that like handbrakey feel.
Just disconnect the handbrake and they can handbrake all they want.
I have one of those pedal ones, but
Oh,
yeah,
right.
those things suck.
Okay, just get
yeah.
a fake or a handbrake and hook it up to the Arduino so the lights go on when you pull it.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. We could have.
You gotta
like a
prime the
little
handbrake
meter.
though, and there's a sequence for that.
Oh god,
Yeah.
yeah. And like, it feels
Just get a
so.
hook scoop.
Arduinos are cheap
Like
though.
the in air inputs, those probably get those at a junkyard somewhere.
A teensy,
like
some
some
switches. I
power
love
source.
this. I
You
really.
don't even have to attach it. Just like JB Weld.
Yeah, no, it doesn't need to be good.
Yeah. You don't need to like put holes in so it's like actually intaking air.
The good thing is you can also sell it with bald tires on it and claim they're racing tires. So
Yeah, they're slicks. There you go. No. I think you're trying way too hard with like Arduinos and switches.
No, it's
No,
my
Calvin
favorite part.
One
understands,
button
though.
for NOS.
Calvin
my
understands
favorite
because
part.
because he wants to sit down into a spaceship cockpit at all times.
Well, yeah, but doing that
Right, but
is
that's
like,
what you're selling.
Yeah.
No.
Or are
fancy
you
car.
selling the idea
I'm-
the car is good, or are you selling the idea the car has lots of buttons and switches?
I'm
Those are
selling.
two different ideas.
Yeah.
I'm selling a very special car. I know. It says it has 200,000 miles, and I know it just seems like a broke ass Impala, and I know the Kelly Blue Book value is only $457. But yeah, it's real low.
But we've rigged this.
But
thing.
this thing is a $10,000 car, maybe
Yeah.
five. Maybe
After
I don't think I can pretend.
all the
Aftermarket,
additions, all the mods.
Oh yeah, no. This is, man, next generation right here.
Yeah. For fun, I'd love to like, because I think the point of a difficulty is the actual sale, right? That's the moment that you need to sell that this is a supercharged car.
You need to install actual NOS.
Right, that'll burn out the engine.
Shh, you never actually use it.
Maybe
when you have a couple of switches that you say, "Oh, we can't legally turn those on the road."
Oh yeah.
Like you can do whatever you want once you pull it out of here.
I can't stop you. But while I'm owning it, I am liable for that. You know.
Yeah. And what you do is just in case you hook it up to some CO2 cartridges and a solenoid, and when they flick that switch, it sets off the CO2 into the inside of the car.
God, they won't die from CO2. No, they'll be fine. Yeah.
It's just like this whoosh, cold. Like the CO2 broke? Like the NOS broke? Or something? I don't know. I like it. I want to do that.
Right? This is a great dumb business idea.
Yeah, it's not just for profit, it's for fun.
Oh yeah, no, toggle switches are the best. Everyone agrees.
Oh yeah. God. I can always use more toggle switches. I just,
And I'm constantly looking for an excuse to like throw a bunch of lights and switches onto an Arduino. It's the real big problem is like
making them do things,
making them do something useful, and that's useful. That's like one of the best uses for a random cheap teensy I've heard of. Yeah.
Could put all sorts of sensors and temperature gauges and stuff and.
Gauges, yes. Sensors seem superfluous.
Yeah. You can just put some random numbers at those.
There you go.
Yeah.
As it runs, the number goes higher. Fuck it. Have it tap out around, I don't know, 65?
Yeah. Gonna get some of those bar LEDs,
those things are... Man, I should just buy those in general.
Mm-hmm.
Those are cool.
That's great. I love it.
Well, that's all I've got.
Cool.
Well, I had an idea, and I thought, hey, you know how they do Civil War reenactment? Mm-hmm. It's about time they started doing like World War I and World War II reenactments, right? We could do that, but no, it turns out they've already been doing that for like decades.
Wow.
Then I thought, well, let's get a little bit more recent. And
Vietnam.
No, they're doing Vietnam War reenactments. That's a thing already.
Is it with paintball guns?
I'm not sure quite what they're using. They use things that look like very realistic, period-appropriate weapons.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but they're doing that. So I looked a little further and was like, oh no, people are reenacting the current conflict in Afghanistan. Well, shit. A lot of the guys reenacting the Vietnam War are veterans of the Vietnam War. It's weird.
I've got it. This is you've inspired me. But go ahead.
Can
do you have more? Go first. Wait. Go first. Let Eric finish.
I had one more. I found the weirdest bunch of reenactment people. Project Blue Book reenactors.
Okay.
So, Calvin, you may have heard of Project Blue Book.
Yes.
But for those of us who haven't, this is the Air Force project where people reported UFO sightings to.
What are they reenacting?
How are they reenacting this?
They sit in a room with like
calls and says, "Look, I just saw this."
They wear black suits and black sunglasses, and they sit in a room and smoke cigarettes together, and they go over hand people paperwork. I'm assuming that's what it is.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't either.
It's.
I do.
So, Calvin, I think I think me and you had the same idea at the same time.
Wait, say
Oh,
it at the same time. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? 1.
3, 2, 1.
World
Future
War III.
reenactment. Okay, so it's just a rebranding of laser tag, basically.
Yeah. But half of the people have to dress up as robots.
Right, and the other
Yes.
half have like sticks and clubs.
I love
Maybe we
it.
just
Let's do
fight robots. Build
Okay.
robots, fight them with sticks.
it. That could be pretty good.
Robot boxing, always a solid one. I feel like fighting robots in a reenactment is
Future
decent.
reenactment?
I
Future
will say I
reenactment.
think we'll get more people to watch us.
It's a
if they're
pre-enactment.
Pre-enactment. Yes.
Wow, that's bad. I love that. So here's an even worse idea.
Yeah.
You only allow children to be in it.
Because
Because they'll be the
live
ones.
through it. This is just training at that point.
No, because we
We're just
make up
training
different.
children to fight robots.
Like
To be
every
fair,
time,
we
it's a
should
different
teach
scenario.
Kids to hate robots.
And whichever kids survive, we change their name to John Connor and send them off on the road.
But okay, so like maybe it's different. Like every year you do a different end of the world scenario.
Right. One, it's a robot apocalypse. One,
So-
carrots take over.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're missing one really key point of reenactments.
Okay.
Which is selling
Reenactment.
shit. Reenactments. Reenactments.
Selling shit. What
selling
are we
shit.
buying?
No.
Like,
Have you ever seen Civil War reenactors?
oh, they have lots of expensive gear.
Those dudes spend thousands of dollars on their itchy shitty shirts.
And they make
and
fun of
pants.
anybody who doesn't. If you have the
Right.
wrong number of stitches on your hand-stitched shirt, you are a bad reenactor.
Yeah,
Well-
fucking scrubs.
That's where.
They have their own special word for it. I forget what it is.
That's where the like the different settings come in, right? So every year it's a different thing, and you gotta buy
And
the
you have to
different
buy a
outfit.
different uniform for different pre-enactments.
I feel like some of them you can have people just bring their own stuff. You know, a lot of these, the uniforms are going to be like Adidas t-shirts and like, I don't know, sneakers,
You
But
gotta wear your McDonald's shirt to represent your fast food faction in the fast
That's-
food wars. I remember the Cola Wars. We could reenact those.
I
Do you
really
remember
want
our
this to
food fight?
happen.
Do you remember our food fight idea?
No.
We have so many ideas. You expect us to remember any of this shit? That's
You
why
don't
we're
remember the
recording.
one where it's a reality show and each person has to only eat one type of fast food for a
Oh
month?
my
while they
gosh.
train and
Oh,
then they
that's right.
Oh, that
Oh,
sounds. I
my
remember that. That's a
gosh.
good idea.
I think
Okay.
we're a think tank, all right?
Yeah.
We
Oh
are.
my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
bad.
And I'm going to point out corporations are taking over the world a little bit. I think we're picking up on that, at least subconsciously. Fast food wars is going to be a thing. I think
We haven't
need to pick
talked
a
about
side.
that on
early.
Dunk Tanked though. The fast food wars idea.
Yeah, we did. Oh,
Are
yeah.
we backing a particular faction in the fast food wars?
Well,
I
if
suggest
it's-
Taco Bell because in the future documentary, the one with
Wait.
Stallone and the guy from Blade, what was that? What was that one called?
Wait, did we do fast food boxing on Dunk Tanks? That wasn't
Yeah,
a dinner
that was a real
conversation? Wow, okay.
that was real one. Pretty sure.
I don't
But
remember.
here's the question: does Taco Bell win? Who wins?
I mean,
Whoever.
in the historical
Well-
documentaries.
We're pre-enacting this,
Oh.
right? Like, how do we choose which side wins?
Well, maybe we
'Cause-
don't reenact the final battle. We leave it open ended.
I
Oh,
like that. I like
that's fair.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
No.
No, yeah. Don't
spoilers.
want to give anyone any spoilers. So back to these Vietnam reenactors who actually fought in Vietnam.
Yeah.
What is this? Like, I guess, when did Civil War reenactment happen? And did you have people who fought in the Civil War reenacting the Civil War?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Apparently, Civil War reenacting started before the end of the Civil War.
People are dumb. Yo.
Wait, was it a military program to try to figure out why they lost battles?
I think it was more of a public relations thing.
Oh, they're rewriting history actively.
Or more like rah, join up and fight or kind of thing. Back this or don't back. Or maybe it was an anti-war thing. I'm not really sure the historical context.
I want to see.
I noticed it on Wikipedia and I was like, when did they do that first? I was like, oh, they started before the Civil War ended. And then I went on to find out that people are now reenacting current conflicts.
I want to see a reenactment of giving soldiers large doses of LSD.
Oh my God. CIA PSYOPs reenactment.
Yes.
Where MK Ultra reenactors.
Yes.
That would be bizarre.
All right, guys. So everybody, today we're reenacting the CIA selling tremendous amounts of cocaine.
Yeah,
We
America.
could reenact the civil rights movement.
Ooh, we are
That would
doing
actually
that
be like-
currently.
Topical.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. Oh,
Oh
guess that's ow. Okay,
Yeah.
America.
man. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So, before we
Crazy
get
eyes.
too
All right,
political.
Dallas.
Oh, is it my turn?
Oh yeah.
Man, we're gonna have to pad this out with some other stuff today.
It's okay. I got plenty of ideas.
Okay, so
Let's talk about train crime.
okay, so let's. How do we start this? You, I'm sure. How much would you pay to own a dinosaur?
Depends how shitty the dinosaur is.
A
And how much
real dinosaur?
How much space do they need?
None.
Are they chickens?
No.
Yeah, I currently don't want to own macaws.
No. No. Okay, check this out. What is ownership even? Right?
What does it even mean to own a dinosaur?
I mean, okay, all right.
Okay, are we gonna get communist about dinosaurs? Communally owned velociraptors?
Right.
What are we
Well,
doing
no,
here?
no. I don't. I think one person to owning a real, actual dinosaur, really comes down to your ability to protect that ownership, right? So, like when
Right,
you
so we
own
need
something,
big guns for dinosaurs.
Guns to protect our dinosaurs
no.
from people who might poach
no,
them?
because that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That first of all, the dinosaurs are all dead, right? If you want to own one, what you own is a dinosaur that once existed. We can confirm that there were dinosaurs because we have their bones, and you can own a live dinosaur in the past by
like reverse timeshares, okay.
it's by signing up to our what is it, a registrar. So you register to own a dinosaur that has already existed. We do have the bones. You can name your dinosaur. The bones might be in a museum, and you don't own the bones. Obviously, you don't own the current dead dinosaur. It's dead. But when it was alive, you owned that dinosaur, and that's what you're buying.
So it's like one of those star registries where they name a star after
Exactly, but it's dinosaurs.
So
those
can I
dinosaurs.
want to bring up, have you ever seen those things where they're like sponsor a wolf?
Yeah.
Or any other
Yeah.
semi-endangered
Yeah,
animal?
yeah.
Same thing,
Yeah.
but better because you
How
own
many
it.
wolves are there, and how many people are sponsoring the same wolf? That's
Yeah.
my question.
Oh, plenty of people are sponsoring the same one.
And that's a part of the marketing. That concept is a part of the marketing because it's not just anybody's dinosaur. Not many people coming into it. You own that one dinosaur. How cool is
Yeah,
that?
we're only selling one dinosaur per person.
Yeah, and they are like where your dinosaur's bones currently are.
Oh.
Could we just give them random GPS coordinates to fields in like Idaho?
That's if it was a scam, but this is a real business.
Oh shit. Okay.
Like maybe we could like sell shares of digs or something.
Hmm.
How would I have to own something if they find it?
Yeah, or to own a part like a timeshare of a historical dinosaur ownership.
Right, get on the list for the next set of bones that's found so that you know your dinosaur exists.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I can dig this.
Like pre-purchasing dinosaurs that you own in the past, but not in the present.
So
Good. You guys are on board. I'm glad you. I'm glad I've got it across.
Yeah. I can't figure out how to convince anybody to buy this.
No,
but,
I don't get. Well, let's figure it out. That's our job, right?
So look,
That's our job. We have to figure out how to sell this.
Yeah. So the thing is that you really by signing to the registrar, by putting in your fee to the registrar, you are protecting and immortalizing the fact that in the past you owned that dinosaur.
Oh, okay. So let me pitch you this, right? You are actually funding archaeological digs. They put a T-Rex up. Obviously, they don't put the real bones. They put plaster casts of the bones usually, and stuff like that. They make them look really nice. It's great. They put up. Let's say you own a Velociraptor. Owned a Velociraptor.
Okay.
Currently own in the past.
That's right. Currently, yes, currently owned in the past.
Right. It belongs to the museum. You
The bones
can't come
do.
get the bones.
The bones aren't what you're saying you're owning. You're not owning the bones.
Right.
Yeah.
You get to name the dinosaur you have.
Great.
Right? We'll name him Fluffy for this,
That's what happens when you adopt an animal. Yeah.
Jeremy Smith's Velociraptor, Fluffy, lived between the years, blah, 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 and then it gives the information, just like a normal plaque.
Mm-hmm.
Except it says your name and the name of your dinosaur.
Yeah. Of which there's only one.
There's only going to be one Fluffy. I mean, that's ridiculous.
There's also only going to be one set of those. I mean, it's recorded. They know that dinosaur exists because they have the bones. It's been discovered.
Right, these aren't just theoretical dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's a real dinosaur.
Actual dinosaurs.
Real dinosaurs.
Right, realactualdinosaurs.com.
Real dinosaurs.
Realactualdinosaurpets.com. Is dinosaurpets.com taken?
Checking.
I'm okay. Oh.
I found a YouTube video called
I can get realdinosaurs.com. Dinosaurs. Oh shoot, I spelled it wrong.
You gotta spell it right. It's misspelled. It's not real.
This one's gonna be taken, isn't it? Premium make an offer. Oh, somebody's selling. Realdinosaurs.net is only $12 a year.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Especially not to sell, real dinosaurs. That's, how much is a dinosaur?
Well, so this brings me to the next phase of the idea, right? Auctioning off ownership of previously existing dinosaurs.
Okay, so that's such a better idea than I thought.
Wait, is this like people can resell their ownership of dinosaurs?
Yeah, they can auction them. We can auction them.
No. We auction them. We're the auction house. That's all we are, is the auction house. For owning
auction house and registrar.
Dinosaurs.
Registrar.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. And officiant.
Yeah. It's official
we are the experts
organization. Yeah.
In our field of dinosaurs as pets in the past. To be clear, they aren't buying the physical remain.
No, certainly
not. That would
not.
be grotesque.
Again, they don't own the bones.
No, of course not. But it was their pet.
I just love saying that over and over again. They don't own the bones.
The bones belong to science and everyone.
That's gonna be on the like little YouTube video that comes up on the first page. You don't own the bones. The bones belong to science. Cool.
Madness.
I think this might be a good idea.
No, this
So-
is a super dumb idea.
No. I understand. Here's the thing. Many people give to museums, right? And they get certain benefit. Absolutely. Free entry,
Sure.
maybe. If you donate a ton, maybe you get a wing named after you or something. But what is there for those people that want to donate between $3,000 and $7,000?
Oh, we pitched this as a business to the museum.
Yeah,
They have a catalog of the dinosaur bones that they own.
right. And we are selling ownership in the past. Really, it's just a whimsical way to support a beautiful museum that teaches children about science and your pets. What a great thing. You get your name on that plaque. You know what I mean? It
Your
says
dinosaur
this
name.
will right, the dinosaur's name and your name.
Sure.
This dinosaur is the pet of,
Yeah, that's
is
very
the
clear.
loyal companion of. I don't know. We have
need
a
a
couple
term.
of pre-baked.
Because we don't want to say was the pet of, because it's currently your pet in the past.
In the past, right?
Is the temporal pet of temporal pet. Time pets.
Time pets.
Time pets.
Yeah.
The temporal pet of, I think,
Mhm.
or, it was your pet. It is now deceased.
Yeah.
And
was
your temporal pet.
I think this can extend to other things. Like we get success in the past dinosaur business, and then we can move on to other things.
Right.
But I don't know what that is yet, which is why I was bringing it to you guys. One of the reasons.
I bet we could sell land in the past.
That
Really?
might be problematic.
I'm sorry. What's not problematic about selling now dead creatures that once were alive for the time period that they were alive?
Because part of modern land ownership is a chain of ownership that dates back to whenever the government first gave someone that land.
That's true.
Would
Okay.
you? Yeah, well, we sell the moon.
Yeah, but nobody owns the moon. Likewise,
That's
nobody
not
owns
what
Mars.
the people that say they own 10 miles of Mars or the moon is. It
That-
means words.
The trick with those is there is A, no force of law, and B, nobody can challenge that by going to the actual moon and being like, no, fuck you, I own this.
Right, and
Oh
that's
my
what
god, though.
that's what we're doing.
Wouldn't that
That's
be
the,
great?
that's the exact thing we're doing with the dinosaurs. Once time travel is invented,
Yeah.
you can go get your dinosaur. That's fine.
Right, exactly.
But until then, you need to use the registrar.
So
And legally, in the future, when time travel is invented, you can use the registrar as a, hey, you can't go just and pick up any dinosaur. People own
Right,
these
you
things.
can't just steal whatever dinosaur you want. Somebody owns all the dinosaurs.
or a lot of them. If you'd like to buy one, let's do it.
I have a
As of
handful
this
of
moment, I
dinosaurs
claim
to
ownership
share.
of all historical dinosaurs. If you want any, you have to fight me for them.
So I know as an American, I shouldn't say this. But back to the moon thing.
Yeah.
If I went to the moon,
Yeah.
and kicked over any and all flags on the moon, I think there's at least 2 countries now, right?
You're assuming that
And
the
Russia.
flags are still up. and
I am
standing.
assuming that,
Okay.
but let me tell
Assuming
you
the moon
what.
is real.
When I'm done with it, there's going to be one flag,
Yeah.
and it's going to be the Moon Federation flag,
Okay.
and that's me, and I own the moon.
Yeah.
And
I
as
think
long as you can defend it, you can keep it.
I think Elon Musk might get there before you.
I
I'll
think I
fight
can
Elon
beat
Musk.
up Elon Musk.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe, but can you
So-
get to him on his moon base?
Well, I'd have to be on the moon claiming
Yeah,
the moon
I
is
mean
my
that's
own.
Okay.
just what a dumb question.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Of course, I'm on the moon.
All right. So is there anything else? Anything
I've got a problem.
Yeah, we'll what's your problem?
So I watched a movie.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right. And I actually just realized that it's based on a true story, so I probably should stop shit talking this guy because he did like good stuff in real life. But it's the most frustrating movie to watch.
Okay.
So it's called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, and it's a drama, and it's actually quite wonderful. It's a good movie. It's the real story about a young boy whose family is farmers, and they're trying to get him an education. His sister had an education, like grade school, and they're kind of struggling, and the government's very tumultuous, and so aid doesn't really happen when they have a horrible crop season and there's famine sweeping through the country. And this kid gets the idea basically to make a wind turbine to generate electricity to pump water out of the well to counteract the dry season, so they can have two growing seasons in a year. And it does work, and this kid legitimately gets scholarships and like goes to like university and like has it's great, real great. But here's my issue, right? One, this kid's entire plan involves generating electricity to trickle charge a battery, even though they don't tell you that. I'll explain why he's trickle charging that. I have a problem with that too. That then runs an electrical pump that pumps water about 30 feet out of a well, maybe 40. Useful, good, great. And then that goes into like a gutter system they run, and it moves across the fields. Great, fantastic. One, we have been pumping water with windmills without using electricity for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
That's a real technology that exists. And maybe we need to do that like real life and make a charity that makes windmills on wells. But so that enraged me.
What
instantly.
is the time period of this thing?
I don't know.
Like
I'm guessing
2000s or
late 90s, early 2000s.
I see.
It's kind of hard to tell because normally you look for cell phones
You're
or
upset.
technologies.
You're upset because of the inefficiency of this system.
I'm upset because of the inefficiency and because of this next part.
Okay.
A lot of the movie involved him trying to get this guy's dynamo off his bike. A dynamo is like an alternator, except it generates DC.
Yeah. It's
have you ever seen those little
magnets.
things that got? It's a little electric motor, sits on the bike wheel, and has a wire that goes to the headlight. And so when you're spinning the wheel, it spins the dynamo and generates a small amount of power that shines a light. Right?
Yep.
He needs that.
Okay. No, he doesn't.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but he needs that. And like, he finally gets it.
You can buy these things online.
Right, well, he does not have a computer. They have no power. There's no electricity.
Where does he live?
Africa.
Oh, okay.
I just looked it up, and it's apparently Malawi, which is a small kingdom in Africa.
Okay.
But
maybe
this
he
happened
does
in the 2000s, in the mid 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it was set.
So
this is modern, current stuff.
Yeah. So it in the movie at least, it's an old school dynamo. Like I'm talking like 60s maybe, kind of one of those like classically beautiful but way too large. Anyhow.
Okay, now it's making more sense.
Finally gets that. It has to generate electricity, right? Because he found a little pump, like it's an electric motor, with a pump, and in a junkyard. Found that. He's like rebuilding batteries by hand, which I don't know how it works exactly because they look like lead acid batteries to me, and that's I don't know how that works. Here's the issue. The last big hurdle he has, spoiler alert if you're going to watch the movie, last big hurdle he has is he needs a bike. He needs to cut up his dad's bicycle so he can put the dynamo on the bicycle wheel, and then where the pedals go is going to be the actual fan blades, which will turn.
Okay.
Am I the only one that goes nuts with that concept?
I
Okay.
mean, he actually did it in real life, and it worked.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna work, but it's just needless. The thing spins already.
Yeah.
You don't need a bicycle. The bicycle is completely superfluous.
Well, it's
Gear
gear.
ratios?
There is gearing it down a bit. I mean, like increasing the torque on the motor.
Yeah, but the motor is just a friction fit anyway. It's just a small wheel touching a different wheel that's made out of rubber and spinning it. If the electric motor, if the dynamo has too much resistance, it'll just skip, and that's fine.
Is it?
You don't need to cut apart a bicycle. I don't know, but I do know that there's no way he could know that dynamo generated the right amount of power. He had to be trickle charging batteries, which he did in the film. It was just a trickle charge. It's not like they turned it on and it just suddenly started pumping water.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough power.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yeah, it does slow it down a bit. That's totally true. Could have done that with any wheel and belt combination. Didn't need to cut apart a bicycle.
Maybe the bicycle
And he
was the only
found the whole
available wheel and belt combination?
Maybe, except in the junkyard there was clearly vehicles and stuff.
Tune in next time. Tune in next time when we have another segment for an engineer is annoyed by a movie.
Yeah, like there's a big difference between stuff that happened in real life and Hollywood. And Hollywood might not have been understanding fully like the restrictions this kid was facing. Like I think junkyard in Malawi is a lot different than junkyard in America.
No. Let me like before any of our two fans like gets angry at me, legitimately. So like the real life of this, like I totally get it, especially because like the level of education there and the understanding of how it worked, I think it was unclear in the movie. I'm not sure if it was just, hey, these things go together like this, and he kind of gets it, but it's not like 100% a intrinsic understanding of the like how it functions. You know what I mean? And how much of it needs to go on a bike wheel and it kind of generates power that way when the bike wheel spins. And like that's legitimate. But yeah, no, that enraged me tremendously. So I guess my idea to bring to the table is let's make windmills in like African countries that don't have access to running water for agriculture.
So apparently he also built electricity that powered lights in his house. Did he do that in the movie?
No.
Now he made his own switches and circuit breakers from nails and wire, according to this thing I'm reading here. I don't know how you make a circuit breaker out of nails and wire. I think it might have been a fuse, and it might have been a slow blow heat fuse. But yeah,
I mean, if you put a wire under spring tension, right? As it heats up, it'll lose like strength, and you might be able to pop it.
That might have been a circuit breaker.
That might technically be a circuit breaker, since it's actively breaking due to its like technically that might be a circuit breaker.
But like he apparently
legitimately like I'm not trying to disparage the real person, but in the movie, it just drove me nuts that they had to cut apart a bicycle for it. And maybe it's for the bearing surfaces, but there's way too much weight cantilevered way out there in the movie. Like, you look at that thing, it's going to destroy the bearings on that bicycle in no time.
I have a feeling that you got the Hollywood version of it, and you should look up.
Absolutely,
you should look up the actual dude. You should go and find out. I'm sure he's got. Somebody went and took videos. You're angry at the movie.
Are you angry at the movie or the real life?
Yeah, not angry at the real life.
Yeah, okay, good. We were clear on that.
Like there's no, real life person actually did heroic thing. Fantastic, good. Like, you go, dude. Movie, I'm outraged because like because
it was supposed to be a documentary. You're upset
Wow,
because it
that's-
was a documentary?
It's a
Or are you just angry at movies in
historical-
general? Because most...
It's a historical, fictionalized reenactment.
Yeah,
or
based on a true story is not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
so
movies
they
are bad.
they Hollywooded it up,
Okay.
know. But just man,
Okay. We got to get a one of
better
those
ending.
Amazon things where you can
buy us stuff on Amazon.
no, not that.
Amazon
Yeah, we do
wish
that
list.
too.
I'll add an Amazon wish list to
No.
our OnlyFans account.
Yes.
Please put it on
So
our OnlyFans.
hold on. I'm
yeah,
wait, like no. 'cause-
OnlyFans.com/ThunkTank.
Listen to me. Listen, there's a thing that you can get so that everybody that buys this movie after watching the podcast, we can get a tiny cut.
Oh, we should be shilling merch.
So we can put like a link to this movie on Amazon or whatever.
So, dear fans, please buy this movie, but wait until we've linked to it from our
Our OnlyFans.
description in the VOD.
Yeah, it's called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fantastic. I loved every minute of it.
We should convince our fans to buy movies we hated. That's a great idea.
Amelie. Amelie's another great movie. People legitimate.
I can't tell what's a legitimate movie recommendation and what's not anymore.
Yeah, it's all become a blur.
It's like my fact.
Did anybody else want to pitch any particular
Eric,
ideas
you
today?
got one more for us?
One more.
That isn't Train Heist, because I think that's going to
Train
be like
Crime.
100th
That's
episode.
yeah,
Train
okay.
Crime.
For our 100th episode, we'll do Train Crime, a secret episode for just our OnlyFans.
I think
Yeah,
that I think us planning a heist, and both coming up with ways to stop it and then ways to get around us stopping it would be interesting.
Okay, so here's the limitations. Ready? Has to be a place that no longer exists.
Okay.
Like we find.
Oh, I
like,
see. I
an
see.
electric.
You don't want to
Just
get in
so we're
trouble.
not-
You don't want to get in
We're
trouble.
not actually plotting on an actual robbery like that one guy that plotted an actual coup for a book that happened.
I see. I didn't know
Fucking
about that.
what?
I didn't know about that.
Or at least he alleges that the coup he led was just book research. Anyway, see.
I hope it was. I hope he's like, so if I wanted to overthrow the government, everyone was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, we're with you. And he's like, wait, no, if I wanted to. What? And it just,
I do have another dumb idea that was my backup idea.
Well, I finally loaded my list of dumb ideas. We could do
Okay.
those too.
Yeah.
whichever.
Whichever. We could do all of them. We don't know rules on this podcast. It's a
They
podcast.
start, like,
Podcasts don't have rules. But my thought was artificially intelligent CEOs, because you don't need real people to be like CEOs or middle management.
Yeah.
Replace them with artificial intelligence. You're saying you need management to do things? They
No,
don't
I'm
do
saying
anything.
you don't need AI to do it either. You need like 3 form letters. And you're good.
So they do make decisions, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like AI can do that.
Yeah.
We should start a consulting agency and
To-
say we have AI.
But just make
And
random
it's making all the
decisions.
important decisions. Just make decisions ourselves.
God. Okay, wait. We're at the point where proprietary AI exists, right? You cannot see our code. Proprietary AI exists.
Mm-hmm.
And AI is starting to be cool and good. Like, it was always cool, I guess, but like good cool. You know what I mean? Where like you put in a thing and you get a result that's neat and interesting, and like you don't see a direct path from A to B.
Yeah.
You know, because it actually thought in kind of.
No, it really is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so fake AIs are totally legit a thing we could do.
No one will ever know it's us.
All right, what do we call an AI consulting firm?
AI management enterprises.
It's gotta sound slicker than that. I'm thinking like Black Onyx kind of slick, like brushed. brush steel and
You want to go. You don't want to go.
Chrome Brain Solution.
I feel
I'm
like.
not saying we need a material type. I'm envisioning a brand here.
So I think it needs to be stale. I don't think it needs to be fancy. I think you want to be IT stale.
You want to look like you've been doing this for 15 years.
No, it's
And
more like
AI management solutions since
Like-
1972.
there's a particular flavor that comes across for like just like I'm a software developer and I don't know shit about anything else. There's a particular like look at names of like various AI companies like OpenAI.
Yeah,
It's like-
yeah.
Aren't they the ones with the proprietary AI we don't get the code for?
Yeah,
Probably they all are.
IT guys are bad at naming things.
they are.
Okay, all right.
AI management is
Circuit Solutions.
Yeah. AI management is just so straight to the point. It is so bland.
replace your managers with artificial intelligence.
Fire
AI
them.
management, we replace
Hire
your
us.
managers with artificial intelligence. We can't be stupider than real people.
God, that's great.
Can't be stupider than real people, and we're definitely cheaper.
So here's what I'm envisioning is we create a template, right? That says, put this in, put these things in, like, score this, score how you're doing on here, put in how much money you've made, how many new clients, how many old, like each company gets a special template for kind of their metrics, right?
This might be a legit scam. Hold on.
Yeah.
You
Hold
say
on.
legit
That's not-
scam.
No,
It's legit.
legitimately.
It will work.
Wait.
All it is
We
shit
can't be worse than real managers.
Yeah, but we'd be hiring people to do the management position at this job. Wait, but like it's hard to get like a management position, right? Like and then
if you're
the
a
amount of
consulting
money that
company.
you would make is huge. So you could be like a less good manager. We hire these less good managers to
Just outsource the whole thing to India.
and we just take a cut.
So
Yeah,
here's
and
the thing.
the fact
How
that
do
they
you
don't
map?
speak English right is just a bug in the AI.
So let me pitch you on something else.
Yeah.
Most businesses do need managers.
Do
Right.
no,
People are
I think-
tremendously incompetent, and they need someone watching them to make sure they do their work. It's upsetting, but it's there.
Oh well, then
So-
just
and
put cameras in.
People are going to have managers, right? You're always going to need people managers. This is business decision type management,
Right, this isn't like
Oh.
basic level managers. This is middle level management.
middle to
The
high.
most ineffective and useless management.
Exactly.
Middle to upper level, yeah.
So you have the lower managers fill out these informations because the AI needs to understand the business and have metrics to measure off it. That's normal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all you do is you actually make the basic decisions of what you think will work best, and what combined with what the lower managers suggest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in our study we see that people like being able to feel like they can give feedback and they can have input into the system. It really helps with the management scheme. It's a low weighted kind of thing. We don't really pay much attention to what people actually input, but the AI does read it and does take it into account. We have morale management is in beta right now. So we happy for an extra 15,000 to be running you with morale management as well. But and then you just pick what the lower managers say most of the time.
Yeah.
Lower management will love it because they're getting what they want.
Yeah.
And it's probably the right choice. Because for the most part, upper management isn't going to be like, oh no, don't get more clients.
Yeah, like
Don't
8 times out of
have a
10.
better product. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you can read it too, and we can make actual management decisions. We're qualified for many things.
overqualified to make random choices. Yeehaw!
Yeah, I think we could set up an actual computer program to.
Yeah. We could just actually make an artificial intelligence that you said, yes, do what the people who are in charge of the day-to-day operations think should be done.
Looks at the spreadsheet, figures out which options have higher metrics.
Yeah.
Looks at the company's metrics, figures out if you need more money or you need more brand loyalty or you need more whatever, and picks the things that do give you the most numbers and the right things. That's easy peasy. Really what you're doing is you're making the employees do more work by making those metrics, and then you take those metrics and just make the obvious decision once you have metrics.
Yeah, which you'd have to be giving to the middle management in one way or another anyway, right?
Exactly. Which is a great way to sell it. But really, middle management does almost nothing.
Cool.
Except, sanction people to do things.
It's brilliant.
Which is why we can easily and cheaply replace them with artificial intelligence.
This might be both the best scam and the best actual business ever come up with.
Why not both? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that way about the dinosaurs too. Like I feel like it's a legitimate business, but it's definitely a scam.
That's like our specialty.
Yeah.
Yeah, things that should be scams but might actually work as real businesses.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Would you guys
do you want to do your backup, or do you want to save it?
The reason it's a backup is because I've talked to you guys about it in the past, and I feel like that should be off limits. Like we got to think up new stuff.
I don't know. There's no rules in podcasting.
There's no
do whatever
rules.
you want.
It's about my.
We have terrible memories.
I might have to do it next time if I can't think of anything. It's for my real Polybus arcade cabinet.
Oh, you're making Polybus.
The real one.
It's a great idea. Do it.
Making a real one that really does stuff.
Recently, somebody I basically pay attention to sometimes did something. Was it a play based on Polybius?
A play?
I don't know.
Acting?
I saw a link to it and didn't read further because I was like, I'm not reading a goddamn play. But there's Polybius stuff out there.
Yeah.
There's also people made games and called them Polybius.
Yeah. But what I wanted, the point is that Polybius messes with your mind, possibly in some sort of occult way. But I wouldn't be doing the occult way. I'd be doing it the.
Oh yeah, this is that game that's
connecting to people's phones Bluetooth and freaking with them.
Yeah, sure. Well, no, I want to have actual biofeedback on the machine.
Okay, it's an app that makes your phone possessed by ghosts.
If you want to subscribe to our app that possesses your phone with ghosts, email us at sales@ghostcrate.com.
Yeah, no, but
Ghost Crate the app. Yeah.
Hear me out. That's easy to do. A digital haunting.
Yeah.
Super easy to do.
Yeah. It can talk to you at random times. It can buzz your phone.
Numbers call you and then suddenly stop.
Yeah. I love it.
You can have fake phone calls that come through that just have breathing.
Whenever you're connected to an exterior Bluetooth speaker, nothing's playing on it, random screams.
Yeah.
Or just whispers.
So what we do, here's the legit way that this works, okay? This may take our podcast a little longer than I wanted to, but here we go. Imagine a random number generator, one of the real ones that hooks up to a radioisotope, right? And on top of that, we put our special Ghost Crate patented spirit crystals. And that is what the phone connects to. It gets an internet signal that connects to our actual ghosts to haunt your phone. To trigger the moments when they do certain things to your phone. It's real ghosts, guys.
No proof that it isn't real ghosts.
Okay, let me pitch you on
real ghosts for entertainment purposes only.
It's what it is a very fancy looking thing that adheres to the back of your phone, kind of like one of those. Right?
Oh, so I was doing it over the internet.
What?
This is over the internet. So like, look, you have to explain like how is the ghost accessing like the buzzer,
It's
like
the
things.
same way. It's the same way a ghost accesses a Ouija board. It is just a medium for the ghost to express itself.
Right. And what I'm doing is that medium comes from our random number generator, which whether it triggers or doesn't trigger, triggers the various things that happen on the phone. Because clearly those things on the phone are just like, like random whispering or shaking in your pocket or...
It's more like a radio station.
Yeah.
Like it happens for everyone who has the app.
Ghost radio.
Ghost
Listen
radio.
to our haunted house in real time.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to real ghosts.
So
900 dial a ghost.
All right.
You want to talk to a ghost?
Sounds like a great idea. I know it's not, but like, it's just an empty call center.
Or not.
I mean, it's full of ghosts, obviously.
Yeah, it's a call center full of ghosts.
Okay,
Guys.
so how much does an Indian call center cost to rent, and how great would the only instruction they have is pretend to be a ghost?
That
With a serious... Strange how they all have Indian accents. That's weird.
I hate to say it, but like the really expensive ones do fake American accents. And
I am spooking you right now. You are being the spooked.
does
Quora.
do
Quora
all
has
cultures have a concept of ghosts?
Yes, more or less, I believe so.
to some degree.
It's a little bit different depending on what, like most modern cultures do, that's for sure.
Like, if you tell someone in India to pretend to be a ghost, are they going to do the ooh spooky thing?
may
Or are they
not-
going to do something completely different?
They may do something completely different. I know, like, for things like in Asia, Japan, vampires, they have a little, like, spell thing over their face, and they put their arms out and they hop,
I've seen that in movies.
Yeah.
And was very confused about why this was a vampire movie.
Yeah, those are vampires.
Yeah.
It's there's some cultural differences with various paranormal entities for sure. I don't know about ghosts.
Do other cultures have Bigfoot?
Yeah, I think so. At least like the Yeti. Yeti is basically... Look, I think we're getting off topic here.
Okay,
We've
thoroughly
thoroughly
off
gone off
Right.
topic.
We got to sell ghosts for phones.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
What'd you learn today? Tell me.
Today I learned that train engineer is spelled differently than normal engineer. And it actually has to do with the fact that one works on an actual engine. And one...
Not an engine. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's actually it.
It's actually from a different like language origin. The word actually comes from the French engine.
Because the French had the first trains.
Yeah.
Wait, is that true or not?
Yeah, no.
True.
The train, the modern locomotive as we know it, was invented in France.
Yeah. Engine. Yeah.
I don't know what to believe anymore. Good job.
None of that, but what did you learn?
Yeah. Tell us, Eric.
I learned that I'm apparently more gullible than I thought, because I don't know whether this is true or not, and I have to look it up.
Hereforth, don't trust anything Andreas says.
Wait, I thought we already had that rule.
We do have that rule. What did I learn? Man, so much. It's ineffable at the moment because my brain is it's full. My brain's full, and I can't process anything else. I learned about modern day reenactments. I did not know about that at all.
It's kind of amazing, and I want to do one.
Me too.
I'm going to reenact tomorrow.
Has anyone seen that American Dad episode where they reenact Vietnam in a golf course with
I
paintball
did
guns?
see that. That was a good
Yeah.
episode.
It's really, it kind of undermines that whole episode's like kind of tongue-in-cheek thing when you realize people were actively doing it.
Actually doing it somewhere. Yeah. Great.
So,
And with that, I think we're we're done.
Thanks for listening, guys. Don't
Subscribe
forget
to our OnlyFans.
Don't forget to check out our OnlyFans and like or whatever. Follow our MySpace. We also will have an Amazon gift registry.
Wishlist, so you can buy us garbage.
Probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just put microphones on there for real life. We're gonna get upset enough about our audio quality to buy us a Blue Yeti.
They can just buy us a Blue Yeti. Like, I don't even know what that is, but sure, go.
How does it get here? That's what the wish list does. Boom.
Oh, that's the trick. Yeah, okay.
So yeah, definitely click the like and subscribes and bells and things because
thing or whatever that is.
Yeah, do that because
hat icon.
Yeah, because we need to become popular, so we can get sponsors, and people will give us stuff off our thing.
And not to keep dragging this on because I keep doing that, but I'm going to point out we say that every time we're like, we want to get sponsored, we want to get popular. If we get popular, we're going to have to continue saying that because that's what we've always said.
Yes. That's our sign off.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I totally agree.
When we have 1 million viewers, we're going to be like, we got
someday we'd like to get popular.
Maybe be sponsored by Raid.
RaidCon Shadow VPN?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
See you guys later. Thanks for